Let's take a look. Ooh, let's get back over here real quick. So I want to, I want to credit Chance Bitters with this. I asked him if I could borrow this because he did such a great job on it, and I really like the color coding. I like the position breakdown, which is something I wanted to give to you all. And I asked him if I could use it, and he said yes. So I'm extremely thankful for that. Let me blow this up for you a little bit more so we can see this. We're going to start with the cornerbacks on the left side. Again, thank you, Chance, for allowing that. He's Chance_Bitters. Great follow on Twitter. Go check out the guy, okay? He's putting out some good stuff like this, and I'm using it, so I highly recommend him. As you can see, he's already filled in Grimes as a starting left corner, potentially. So that's filling in for Jalen Jones, right? So you see Jalen Jones in pink because he's going to the NFL. We're also bringing in Bravion Rogers, and he might be able to fill that. We have Harmon and Taylor already on the roster. Bowie, Moten, and Jones have transferred out. They're in the transfer portal. I think Bowie just found a home, if I'm not mistaken, or was that Killebrew? One of the two at Louisville, and I don't think the others have yet. Miles Jones not, and I don't think Moten has either. So you can see how important it was for us to actually pick up Grimes. Harmon probably needs another year. I would have liked to have had him just not even playing for a couple years. We need to be able to do the same thing for Bravion, at least in a limited capacity, so that we can get these guys a little bit more settled into the system. Okay, let's go on the other side. Let's see. There we go. So we'll deal with nickelback and cornerback as well. So Chappelle is going to be on the other side. That's definitely going to happen there. But having Javon behind him was crucial. And hopefully we don't have to play him much. We're pretty thin at the position, though, right? You can see Antonio Johnson at the nickelback leaving, going to the NFL. Wish that guy a lot of luck. Kerr's going to need to fill in for him. Dalton Brooks going to need to fill in if Kerr gets hurt or if there's got to be some swapping. So these guys are definitely going to be getting some early playing time. Killebrew, like I said, left. Harris left. George left. So it left us pretty thin. This is why it was a really big need for us. But you can see how we're filling it in. You can see the areas that we have addressed. And that's encouraging. It's still thin. The name of the game in 2023 is going to be health. Stay healthy. That's what we are going to need. Getting back to the center of the, let's see here. We need to look at safeties. Well, you can see here, I think. There we go. Richardson's leaving, right? Going to the NFL or graduating. Bryce Anderson going to be filling in for him. Bryce had a great year. Every time I saw him, he looked the part. I'm really glad to have him, but we are still quite thin at this side. Swinging over, Gilbert on the other side, and Matthews. We at least have two deep there. That's probably all we need. We don't need a whole lot of guys. It's not a place that we get a lot of injuries from. Cornerbacks a little bit more of that. So two's probably okay. Bryce probably will be able to play the other side without getting injured most of the year. That's great. And hopefully it'll stay that way. Knock on wood. But don't be too concerned. Now look at the defensive line. We have loads and loads and loads of depth here. Stewart, Nolan, McKinley, Jackson, Overton right across the front. We got backups almost after backups. Even Rake's a quality guy. Third string at defensive tackle is going to get some reps. And everybody that you see second string, huge reps. So Shamar Turner coming in after Nolan. I mean, these guys are 1A and 1B. So there's not even really a first string, second string here, in my opinion. Regis is going to be playing in coordination with Jackson, Anai White with Overton, and Silla with Stewart. Notice who's still on there, which I'm glad to see, and that's Anthony Lucas. Okay, third string defensive end, though. glad to really see this guy is hanging around so far. Hope it stays that way. Going across again, I think Dindy will continue and Diggs as well. And then you can see how we have had people transferring out and who we're adding in. The one person I didn't show you the film of today is Samu. Okay, Tamanu Pepe. That's a great name, isn't it? Let me say it again. Tamanu Pepe. Adding David Hicks on the defensive end side. And again, I didn't give you my comp on David real quick. And so, what did you think about him? He's about 270. I thought it was like 6'4". He's got moves around the edge that were just eye-popping, right? And I really got kind of just slobbering watching him play and forgot about that. I think if I'm trying to figure out who that might be, he gives off a little essence of Myles Garrett. He does. He kind of does, and he also had that same journey, I think, as well, where he was an Aggie, he stayed an Aggie, and in that way, kind of also they're right up there, same level of commit. Hopefully, will pay dividends in this, and it adds the right kind of depth that I think that we needed, because you see that Adelaide transferred out, Burris transferred out, Darius Jones transferred out, a guy I really, really liked. He just couldn't make it up the depth chart. Dallas Walker, I don't even think has been with the team for quite some time now, and Elijah Judy transferred out as well. It just is what it is. There's just so much depth there. These guys just, they weren't going to see the playing time they probably could if they would get on over to, I don't know. I think Toon Meese ended up at Michigan State. He can go play there, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad team. He can definitely get some playing time in there. Some of the other guys, maybe on down to a Houston or Tulsa, something like that. Maybe even a Tech. We've had some guys go over to Tech and be Texas Tech and be quite successful. And then we put in Ryland Kennedy. So he's definitely got a nice room to work with as he gets molded into what we need him to be, right? So that's the defense. We did a lot of work on defense. So let's move on over to offense. Let's just stay right in the middle. Let's see if I can get you a really good view at this. There we go.